Today we're going to be looking at the subject of investment. Okay, it's a topic I've been sharing a while. I've run trainings around investment. How do you make safe investment? How do you make wise investment? And those of you who have been following me on my platform, you know that I've been frowning against the types of investment most people do, and that has left many people very poor, very stranded. You know, we've had people lose their savings. We've had people commit suicide over Ponzi schemes, people who can't really afford to lose all this kind of money. And usually is as a result of putting money, going into investments with so-called high profit. But at the end, the resultant effect is crazy in terms of what people have to go through, losing all their money and all of that. But today I just want to share a couple of things about real estate investment and really generally talking about the UK economy and how to get smart about investment opportunities and what you want to do about your finances and all of that. So again, it's good to be here, and I want to appreciate all of you for joining. Please share this video with your friends, with your loved ones. As usual, I am going to be giving a video on real estate to the first person who is able to share this video. Let's do 50 times. If you're able to share it 50 times with evidence, you're going to be getting a real estate training video from me. Okay, so the first person to hit 50, that is, you share 1, 2, 3 till number 50, you get a real estate training video. Please tell me your name as we proceed in today's training. You can make money as an employee, that is, you have a job. You can make money as a self-employed, that is, you own a job. And then number 3, you can make money as a business owner, and that is, you own a system that works for you. Now, there's a difference between a self-employed and a business owner. Many times we make this mistake. Okay, and then number 3, you being an investor. Okay, that is, money work for you. Now, usually, thank God, good to have you, Winifred from Israel. We have Samson from India. Wow, you guys, we have people from different countries of the world. I'm really super excited about all of you who are here. So this usually is the problem, okay? Sometimes people are trying to, from employee to self-employed, then to business owner, then to becoming an investor. And really, these are the 4 ways to make money. But the most troublesome part of this conversation, I'm going to share this with you quickly. Do you know that this number 1 and number 2, that is employee and self-employed, actually 95% of the people in the world, this is what they do. I don't know if you know that. 95% of the people in the world are either employees or self-employed. Now, that's not the concern. The challenging part is that they only control 5% of the money in the world. And this is one of the reasons why the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. If you guys can hear me, type I can hear you. Okay? If you can hear me, please type I can hear you. I'd like to know if you guys can hear me loud and clear, please. If you can hear me, type I can hear you. Remember, again, I have a lot of gifts for the first 100 people. First person to share this video 50 times. Maybe the first 3 people to share it 50 times, I give you a gift. So please share this video, share with your loved ones, groups, and different platforms. So now, employee and self-employed, 95% of the people in the world, is what they do, and they only control 5% of the money in the world. So as long as you are either an employee or a self-employed, okay, you actually will work till you die. That's just the truth. It's unfortunate about that, and that's why you are getting this education. Now, this other side, we call the B quadrant. These are investors, they are business owner with a system. Now, what makes them different is that these business owners with a system, whether they are in that business or not, the business is able to thrive and do well. While the investor also, his money is working for him. Now, it's these categories of people that become rich for the rest of their life, always having more money, always being wealthy, always having resources, and really have so much to them. Okay, so which category do you want to be? Okay, do you want to remain in category A or category B? So which one do you want to be? Category the E quadrant or the B quadrant? Guys, come and talk to me. Do you want to be in the employee self-employed category, or you want to be in the business owner investors category? Okay, because remember, by being in the business owner and investors category, only 5% of the world's population do that. Only 5% of the world population are investors and business owners with a system. And can I shock you? These categories of people only control 95% of all the money in the world. As we speak, current statistic by Oxfam showed that 62% of people in the world are richer than half of the population of the world as we speak now. That is just 62 people, 62 top richest people in the world right now are richer than 3.5 billion people in the world. This is why the subject of income inequality is a serious matter, and we really need to look into it. But I think the major problems there, ladies and gentlemen, it's much more about ignorance. It's much more about lack of education. It's much more about people not even knowing their right from the left, the right things to do, what to do, how to do it, where to do it, what is going wrong here, what are the things missing in the narratives. So we keep thinking that somebody is hurting us. We keep thinking that things are not working. We keep thinking it's our witches from our village, and all of those things are the ones who are hurting us. But sometimes it's just our own decisions here. Cynthia from London, good to have you, Cynthia. Thank you for joining. And of course, Mrs. Bukola says, I want to be an investor. Fantastic. Because that is the categories of people who control larger portions of the money in the world. So except you join their categories, you're going to struggle for a long time, guys. I want to make this conversation very real. And I believe it's very connecting to several people too from different parts of the world. Please share this video if you think it's adding value to you. And the first 3 people to share this video 50 times, we get a gift from me. It's a video training worth $200 as usual. So now the publication by Living Wage Foundation shows that an average person in UK, particularly London, earns about 9.7 £9 75p an hour. It was recently increased from £9 45p. Now, for gross full-time weekly pay is about £671. Some people, of course, who are doing part-time earn just £185 every week. But you look at the cost of living in the UK is higher, particularly in London, than even Switzerland or Ireland or Norway and other parts of the UK. You look at several costs involved, Majesty's Revenue and Customs. You look at national insurance, you look at payee, you look at VAT, you look at excise duty, other different tax levies here and there. I know those of you who live in UK, you understand what I'm talking about. And that's why you see an average person in the UK have to work 2 or 3 jobs to survive. I have several people who have taught, many who even now know what to do, but because do not even have time for themselves, do not even have time to be able to sit down and put their life in order. And you can't continue this way. Guys, you cannot continue this way. Because you look at it, many of us here, we send money and many, particularly those of us who are African, out of this little money you now even make, your family members will call you from Nigeria, I'm going through hell, things are tough for me, things are not working. And some of us, okay, come on, guys, talk to me. If this is real, can you type this is real? Guys, if this is real, can you type this? Impacted Nigerians in diaspora. They call you from home. I need money. I need this. Someone was telling me, I had to tell my mom what's going on. The person was sharing with me that I can't keep sending money all the time. It's not that easy for me to make money here. So you send money every time. And by the time you look at it, 5 years in UK, 10 years in UK, you can't just continue in a particular way over and over again and expect things to remain the same. Things has to change, okay? How many of you are really interested in changing the narrative? Okay, if you are interested in changing your narrative, can you type, I need to change my narrative? Come on, guys, talk to me. Okay? If you are interested in changing your narrative, you understand the reality and and the fact that you can't continue this way. Okay, you can't continue this way where one is struggling all the time. Type, I want to change my story. Come on, guys, I need response from you guys. Type, I want to change my story. Are you guys here? Okay, I need response. I like when we do trainings like this and it's interactive, and you're talking, I'm talking, because I feed off your energy. So once you're able to interact with me, I'm able to connect better and a lot better. Okay, guys. So how many of you think you want a new, change your story financially? Because everybody is almost, even if you're not in the UK, you're in the US, you're in India, it's almost the same old story of working so hard, the little you earn, people are disturbing you in Nigeria and Africa, asking for money and telling you things are hard. Years from now, you don't even have a house in your name in Lagos. You don't have a land in your name in Lagos. Sometimes struggle very hard to even make ends meet, and it's just the same cycle. And before you know it, you are 60. The other time last year when I came December, I met this woman. She's in her 60s. All her children are grown, they're married, but in her 60s, she's still having to do decoration work and struggle. And I was just shaking my head like, no. Even in Nigeria, where we say things are very, very hard, right? People in their 70s and their 60s and 80s don't work this hard and struggling. And because if they don't work, the woman, if she doesn't, and she says to me, I can't be begging my children for food and all of that. Okay. But I mean, it's hard here. Okay. Let me read a few of your questions. Samson says, I need to change my story. Wilfred says, I need to change my story. Bukola says, I strongly want to change my story. Mulero Muyiwa says, what hit me hard is revelation that says two people in the world are richer than the entire over 50% of the world population. Yeah, they're richer than 3.5. The world population is over 7 billion. The latest statistics is showing us that 62 people among the top richest people in the world are richer than 3.5 billion people in the world. And that's why you can't continue that way, because it's oftentimes you are even in the wrong quadrant. Okay, so here are 12 businesses I teach that can really, without any big amount of money, really little resources, but plenty training, plenty coaching, mentorship. You can build tangible income for yourself. Really tangible, something really tangible. Let me show you a couple of people, and this will excite you. One of the businesses here is blogging and affiliate market, though that's not the one I'm focusing on today. I'm focusing on real estate investment today. But let me give you an example of somebody I have who is a friend and a mentor. His name is Dr. Peba. I'm just going to bring him out for you now. Okay, because I just want to make this training real. And sometimes when I do trainings, because of the level of quality of information I share, sometimes people can't even believe that what I'm saying is real because of where they are coming from. This man is, you can Google his name, okay, is by the name of Pebanwo. This is beautiful wife. He's 54. chartered accountant, chartered secretary, chartered PhD in law, has been called to bar for over 32 years now. He was called to bar in the US again after being called to bar in Nigeria in US 1997. He owns a successful law firm in the US, Banwe Bokwe Chamber, that's in Nebraska, Omaha. And this person I'm showing you right now, doing very well. But suddenly at the age of 50, 4 years ago, decided to say no. He reads about young children, young people who are the age mate of his first son. Some, driving Lamborghini, buying cars worth $600,000 and doing very well. And with all his education, he's not seen that kind of money, even though he's doing relatively fair. He has a law firm with over 20 staff in Omaha, Nebraska. But he said to himself, there's more to this, okay? And started buying books, reading materials, and started learning about internet business. One of his biggest breakthrough happened because he had some argument with his wife about, the decision he's doing to abandon his law firm and begin to carry computer every day and all of that. This was one of his biggest breakthrough, according to his story he shared with us. Now, he decided to tell his wife, I can make money online, and I promise you it's very, very possible. And this was what he did. He went on warriorforum.com. There's a site called warriorforum.com. This is very real. He bought a book called PLR Book. Okay, Warrior Forum. Okay, he bought a book called PLR Book. Now, PLR books are books that somebody has authored but has given you the right that once you buy it from him, you can remove his name and put your name and you become the owner of the book. So he came here and saw a book like that called Income Commander. Now, this Income Commander talked about some internet businesses people can do. He bought the book for $27 on this website. True story. Now, removed the person's name, put his own name, and this is the book I'm going to show you now. He changed the name to Income Angel. Income Angel was his own title. You remember again, I said PLR books are books that somebody has written, but has given you the right that once you buy it from him, you have the right to remove his name and put your own name, and you are the new author. And this is what Dr. OP did. Bought that book called Income Angel. I just look for it. This on Amazon. I'm trying to look for the book here on Amazon. Yeah, this is the book, Income And he put the price at $47. Now the book has reduced now to about just $7. He put the price to $47 and promoted it heavily online. In the first, you guys won't believe this, in the first week, he sold 3,000 copies of that book because he also promoted it on this Warrior Forum. Warrior Forum has a package whereby if you pay some money, they will help you send a mail to all the people on their list. He was able to sell 3,000 copies for $47. That's 141,000 US dollars in 1 week. Okay, how many of you have seen that kind of money before? If you have seen that kind of money, type 1. If you have never seen that kind of money before in 1 week, if you have made $100,000 in 1 week from a book you did not write, just marketing on the internet and using PLR, type 1. If you have never done it before or even touched such money with all your education, type 2. Come on, guys, let's make this fun and very interactive. Okay, Mrs. Bukola, I am not counting how many people you invited. I'm counting how many shares you've done. So is the sharing 60 times that qualify you for my gift? Okay, the video gift that I want to give. If not inviting people, is the sharing. So if you can share to groups, share on your fan page, share everywhere, up to 50 times, let me know with screenshot, then you qualify for the gift I am giving. Okay, so Samson says he has never seen that kind of money before. Wilfred says he has not seen that kind of money before. Anybody who has seen that kind of money before, okay, in 1 week, $141,000 from selling books, the book that he did not even author. Okay, that was how Dr. Pep Banwo started his journey in internet business, even at his age. Because the reason I always love showing Dr. Pep is because a lot of times I meet people who tell me that, oh, I'm not young, all this internet thing, I can't do it. Well, it's your decision. Okay, if you don't want to make money, it's up to you. So, I mean, not all of us must make money. Some of us have to, it's your decision. But if you feel that growing your personal income is an important thing, then you have to do what you got to do. Last year, this man has made over 850,000 US dollars, and his target this year is $5 million. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, it's in your hands in terms of there are so many opportunities out there. Okay, but the question is, will you buy the books? Will you buy the DVD? Even today, by the end of today, I'm going to offer you, if you want DVD in any of these 12 businesses, I will give it to you at a discounted price. But real estate investment is said to be the real investment, guys. Investment is, and let's read this quotable quote. Investment is an asset or item that is purchased with the hope that it will generate income or appreciate in the future. Okay, and that's what an investment is about, because we need to know this subject matter. What is an investment? So investment is something that you do, is something that you an asset or an item that you purchase with the hope that it will generate income or appreciate in future. And this is very, very important. The philosophy of rich and the poor is this: the rich invest their money and spend what is left. The poor spend their money and invest what is left. Okay, this is by Robert Kiyosaki, powerful quote. Let me say it again, because we need to get this. The philosophy of the rich and the poor is this. Okay, the rich invest their money and spend the little that is left, while the poor spend their money and invest what is left. And usually, in most cases, there's nothing left. Okay, top investors of the world, Warren Buffett, powerful man I respect so much, has this to say. He says, is widely regarded as the world, Warren Buffett is widely regarded as the world's most prominent value investor. Buffett caught the investing bug at the University of Nebraska, where he read about Benjamin Franklin, the intelligent investor. Graham's book advised investors to seek out stocks that trade far below their actual value, that deliver a margin of safety, and that sells below their intrinsic value. Okay, and this was one of the major things that Warren Buffett did and has turned his life around. See what Benjamin Graham said: the essence of investment management is the management of risk, not the management of return. Okay, the management of risk, not the management of return. It's popularly called the Dean of Wall Street. Benjamin Graham was an influential investor whose research in security laid the groundwork for in-depth fundamental value used in stock exchange analysis today by all market participation. His famous book, The Intelligent Investor, has gained recognition as the foundation work in value investing. Okay, the definition of investment. There are various definitions. The view of investing and investments and investment differs largely from personal investment, financial investment, value investment, economic investment, etc. Investment involve employment of funds with the aim of achieving additional income or growth in value. It includes lending money to another with interest, purchase of gold, and it appreciates in value, purchase of insurance plans, promise of future benefits, purchase an investment in asset intended to produce income and capital gain. An investment is also defined as an asset or item that is purchased with the hope that it will what? Generate income or appreciate in value. So I hope with this we have a better understanding of what investment is. So let's look at types of investment. We have stocks, we have bond, we have mutual fund, we have real estate, we have savings, we have life insurance, we have shares, we have foreign investment. Okay, so how many of you are gaining something with what I'm sharing? If you are gaining something here, can you type I'm gaining something? Come on, guys. If you're gaining something, type I'm gaining something. Okay, a lot of times some of you watch me and you don't talk. It's not fair, guys. It's important that when you watch videos like this, you communicate, you talk, because the person who is training you really leverages on the conversations you are both making. And by the way, how many of you are in London? If you're in London, can you type I'm in London? Okay, but for the rest of us, not to worry. There are videos, there are materials on all these things I teach. You know, you're free to get one for yourself. Okay, you're free to get one of them and they will add value to you. So now all investments are characterized by certain features. This feature makes your investment complete, and there are the following. Number 1, returns. Number 2, risk. Number 3, safety. Number 4, liquidity. Number 5, tax shelter. So a lot of the advantages of investment are the following that you're seeing, or characteristics. Some of them are not necessarily advantages, but they are what makes you understand that this is an investment. Returns, risk, safety, liquidity, tax shelter. Rules of investment. Number 1 rule: don't pay others to lose your money. It's very important that you don't go into investment opportunities that end up having to be about losing money, and you have actually made other people rich. That's what many people do when they even buy stocks without advice. Don't share your profits with anyone who never contributed to a specific tax because of pity. You cannot give out of what you have made and under obligation. So hiring someone to lose your money isn't a smart move. So the first thing when it comes to investment is that you want to make sure you are going to investment opportunities and investing in things that you are conscious of the fact that anyone you are parting money with, they have added something to it. Number 2, have a financial plan. Don't just wake up one day, somebody told you there's something called MMM. When you put in your money, you get 30%, you get 90%, you get 50%, and then they show you that your cousin has also made the money. The person opens his account and show you that he made the money, and then you just put in all your money without a plan. Okay, investing isn't get rich quick process. Neither is it a panacea. Rather, it requires waiting for an investment made to yield, and rather it's a process that allows you to reach a certain financial goal. So I oftentimes don't understand when people just wake up and then they tell me there's this quick. Anything, any form of investment, they tell you make money overnight. It's a lie. It's a get rich quick process. Even if it is working right now, it only has about 1 year or 2 year lifespan. The whole thing will crash. And usually it crashes when people are putting almost all their money into the business. And that's when the whole thing eventually crashes and you just begin to regret and cry. Number 3, know which asset to buy and sell. A lot of times people just, think the car is an asset. Sometimes they even think that the house they live in is an asset. No, it is the house that you rent out that is an asset. The land you buy in a place that has the potential of appreciating is an asset.
the house you built and you're living in is not an asset because it's your house. It's not bringing more money. You are even spending money to keep renovating the house on a regular basis. Okay, so asset is what brings money. Liability is what takes money away from you. So we need to understand and know what to buy, when to sell, what to sell. It's very important. Number 4, focus on value, not price. A lot of times I meet people and they tell me, Mr. Stephen, I want to buy your land, but it's too expensive. And I tell them, you're not even asking me what your own interest is, just that you want a cheap land. And that's why people, lose big time. I always tell my wife and our business associates in the office that, look, I'm not interested in cheap things. You see, it's only a poor man that is interested in cheap things. I am interested in quality things. I'm interested in things of value. I'm interested in things that I know, in things that has the capacity to bring more returns, things that have capacity to really, really bring something tangible. So it's not about how cheap. It's not about, oh, I want something cheap. Let it be cheap. Is it cheap? Are you sure it's cheap? Are you sure it's cheap? That's where we make mistakes. So we end up getting swindled. Okay, we end up even investing in things that end up not adding value to us because our mind is just totally focused on cheap, 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 cheap. And I pray the Lord will deliver us today. Can I hear a louder amen? Can I hear a louder amen, guys? So stop looking for cheap things. People want to invest in property. Is it cheap? Is it cheap? Is it cheap? So they go, I've shared this story several times. People I know go and buy land that is cheap. At the end of the day, the land, the document is either wrong or it's under government acquisition or one thing or the other. 8 million gone because they thought they can be smart. They got somebody promised them a property in a place worth 45 million, and the person says he's selling for 8 million. They say, yeah, I'm smart. And then there is something behind it. Now, it can't just be cheap like that. Okay? I pray for everyone who has lost money to wrong investment that may you recover all. May God mercy shine upon you, and as you recover, may you not lose it again to Ponzi scheme, to get rich quick syndrome. And I pray you will not lose it again, but this time around you'll be a smart investor and you invest all your resources wisely till you're able to get something tangible. Number 6, create multiple streams of income. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't just invest in just one portfolio, and that's also a mistake people make. Okay, cryptocurrency is where the money is, and then they put all their money in cryptocurrency. It doesn't make sense. Okay, don't put all your eggs in one basket. For any smart investor you see, understand the need to spread the risk. Okay, invest in multiple places, even in land. Sometimes people tell me, oh, it seems that it's Ibejuleki that is selling now. That's the only place I'll buy. I say, no, spread it. Buy in Ikorodu, buy in Aton, because today it may look as if those places are not as profitable as Ibejuleki. Tomorrow, suddenly, that's the main place. And if you're smart to have spread the risk, by the time it moves to that area, you realize that you've had a huge advantage because you got it when nobody was in that area. Okay, number 7, never underestimate the power of good research. I'd rather spend, okay, guys, are you here? If you're enjoying this, can you type, I'm enjoying this? Okay, if you're enjoying this, type, I'm enjoying this. Guys, if you're enjoying this, type, I'm enjoying this. Okay, I told you we need to interact. It can't be just a one-way road. Okay, we need to talk together. We need to interact together. Okay, so tell me I'm enjoying this if you're enjoying it, guys. Come on, I'm enjoying. Okay, thank you, Jesus. Okay, guys, so let's go on. So number 7, Do not underestimate the power of good research. Research about the property. One of the things I tell people, for example, in real estate, which is a field I operate very big time, in a big way, I realized that a lot of the reasons why people claim they were swindled, they were cheated in their real estate investment. Can I tell you the reason why? From my own research, I discovered that most of the reason were because these people did not do research before they started acquiring those properties. They did not, they don't even, a lot of times I've met people who have invested in properties and do not even know documentations. They don't know the meaning of C of O. They don't know the meaning of Gazette. They don't know government acquisition. So at the end of the day, when they got to know, they felt cheated. Meanwhile, it was your job to have research, get education, understand. Because it's even when you don't have education, somebody will just tell you something works. You can get something for nothing. You can get something very cheap, and then you fall for it. Number 8, all investment comes with risk. All investment comes with risk. And let's get this well. There's a rule, golden rule of investment. It says never invest any amount of money you cannot afford to lose. Don't invest an amount of money. If you can't afford to lose the money, don't even bother invest it. Okay? Never invest an amount of money you can't afford to lose. Never, guys, never. Please, guys, are you getting value at all? If you're getting value again, please type I am getting value. I'm getting value. I'm getting value. Come on, guys. If you're getting value, type I'm getting value. Number 9, be flexible. Okay? Be flexible. Expect unforeseen circumstances, things to happen. And so make sure your structures are flexible in investment. Number 10, have a mentor. I can't overemphasize this. Okay? As you all know, my mentor is Robert Kiyosaki, a man I look up to when it comes to this subject of money, making money. I don't even joke with that one. Okay? What is Robert? I never even enter into cryptocurrency until Robert Kiyosaki, talked about it. So I don't just, and several other great mentors that I've had in business and all of that. It's important to have a mentor. Again, if you're getting value, type I'm getting value. Share this video 50 times and you have a gift with me. I said the first 3 people to share this video 50 times, not inviting 50 people. Share it 50 times. Share into groups, share on pages, on walls, and all of that. Let's get people in here. How many of you agree with me that if even you, some of you are watching this right now, if you have known some of these things I'm teaching years ago, you probably will be financially better. Okay, you probably will have been richer than you are now. If you agree with me, type 1. Okay, Samson also says the same thing, that if he has learned what he's learning today, probably will be better. So why should we invest? Number 1, grow your money. You invest to grow your money. Investing your money can allow you grow it. Most investment plans, such as stocks, certificate deposit, bonds, real estate, and so on, helps you to grow your money. The money that seems to be not to be enough can now expand and grow through this means. Number 2, save for retirement. The days when you are long older, I tell people that every savings you make and you invest, you have saved yourself another day that you don't need to work, but yet you will be prosperous. In other words, every time you save some money, every time you have invested that money, you have bought yourself one more day that you'll be okay, you'll be financially free, even if you did not work. Every time you do that. Okay, and I share this oftentimes with a lot of friends and loved ones. I say, look, one of the critical things we need to learn to start investing into is trainings and mentorship. Okay, if many of us have had mentors years ago, just like I did, as I stopped failing in business, as I having quadruple growth in businesses when I started having mentor. When I made up my mind, I'm not going to do any business without having a mentor, without having somebody I can go meet when I'm tired, when I'm frustrated, when everything looks so confusing for me, that I can go talk to and can go a long way in helping me. Okay, Bukola says that I should state the third rule. The third rule is know which asset to buy and sell. Number 4 rule, focus on value and not the price. So those are the rules. And under focus on value and not the price. So many times we're always thinking we're smart, but always looking for cheap things. You don't need cheap things, you need quality things. Okay, things with value, things that can transform your life. Number 2, save. It helps you to save for retirement. These are the reasons why you should invest. And then number 3 reason why you should invest, earn higher returns. Okay, you invest so that you can earn a higher return. Okay, you can have higher return. Number 4, reach your financial goals. Remember, we said you have financial plan, financial targets, and strategies, and what you want to make. Number 5, support others. Okay, you're able to give to the poor. And so one of the number, which is the number 5 reason why you should invest, is so that you can make enough money to do what? To support other people, to help the poor, to help those who need help. Okay, number 6, start and expand your business. Okay, when you are able to invest very well, now you can begin to expand your business. Use the interest you've made to expand the businesses that you have. Now, investing in real estate. Have you ever thought about life in 10 years to come, or your financial stability in the next 5 to 10 years? I remember I was sharing a story about Pastor Paul Adefarasin, a great man of God I respect dearly, who bought a land for his church about 13 years ago. So he bought the land for 25 million. 10 years later, he decided to value the land. What he bought for 25 million naira had increased in value to 3 billion naira in 10 years. From 25 million to 3 billion in 10 years, guys. From 25 million to 3 billion in 10 years. Where else can you get such a return? Where else can you make such money? Where else? It's practically impossible. Real estate investment involves the purchase, ownership, management, rental, or sales of real estate for profit. Okay. Over the years, real estate has proven to be the best investment on earth today, and is still the best investment one can make. Okay, below are some of the reasons. Number 1, real estate appreciates in value. Number 2, real estate can be leveraged. In other words, you can use it to get loan, collateral, and things like that. Number 3, it can be used for good security. Number 4, it creates multiple avenue of cash flow. Suddenly you bought a land, the land can also be used for farm. You can have an hotel in the same land. You can build a house in the same land. Multi-purpose, ladies and gentlemen. Number 5, it is safe and stable investment. It's not all this get rich quick scheme of MMM and all these other schemes. You earn so every day, every week, every kidney coin. I just shake my head to the greed that will bring to the table. And that's why, in fact, what pains me is that the people who lose money to things like this are not supposed to. They can't even afford to be losing that kind of money. Okay, we need to stop this. Real estate is a lot safer. Number 6, real estate, investing in real estate puts the investor in total control of his asset. It's touchable. You can feel it. You can hold it. Once you know how to get it right, you can hold it. It's there. Touch the thing. Number 7, real estate is the best retirement plan. Come on, guys. I love this one. It's the best retirement. Let's not deceive ourselves. It's the best retirement plan. I lost my mom after, she had worked for the government for 32 years. And she had this land she bought for 8,000 naira and built a small place in it. She died of ovarian cancer. All of us are children because government was providing accommodation. It was only that house we moved into. We would have been homeless. We have all been thrown out if my mom had not bought that land for 8,000 naira. Okay, we're talking about that place now, millions. When she got it, the whole place was bush. I remember the first time I was going to that area, I was so angry because I took Okada during the rainy season. The Okada would say, hold on here, I should come off the Okada, which is a motorcycle, and then he will have to cross another dangerous place. Then I enter, then cross. I mean, it was funny. I remember I was so angry that why did my mom, out of all the places in the world, this was where she had to choose. But thank God she did it, because that was all she could afford. Sometimes I tell people, I say, real estate, start at your level. Because the reason why many people will not invest in real estate is this: we are all looking for big money. We're hoping one day we'll have all the money in the world to do it. There's never enough money. So start at your level. Okay? Type I'm interested in GTEx Homes. I'm waiting for you guys. If you're interested in GTEx Homes, type I'm interested in GTEx Homes. I'm interested in GTEx Homes. Come on, guys. I need you to type it. Michael M. Abbo says, I'm ever interested. So I need more response. Type I am interested in GTEx Homes. So this is our own real estate company, and our vision is to provide 1 million quality asset for people in the area of real estate. By the year 2035, our vision is to have 200 estates. And so we are a long-term driven company in terms of our vision and what we expect. Commodities from sesame, cashew, charcoal and all of that. I remember there was this guy that came for my training in Maryland in the US, and he just kept insisting that he wanted, all he was interested in is my coaching program. It's in the exports program that he's only interested in going to export. All I want to do is export. And he kept shouting export. So I said, fine. If you join any of my other coaching programs like mini importation and any of this other stuff, I will be willing, I said to him, to give you, I'll be willing to give you, I said to him, is the number of my older brother, and he can work with you and mentor you. I don't know why somebody is calling me from Nigeria. I've said again, I'm in a training. Don't call my UK number. Don't accept you in UK. Okay? And I'm even in a training. So you just send me your full name. And these are the reasons why sometimes I don't like giving my numbers out. Okay? Because people just call you and sometimes we don't even understand courtesy, privacy. Before you call somebody, you probably want to send him a text, and you both agree on when to call him and all of that. This is the reason why my numbers are no longer available for anybody. You have to, if you want to talk to me, you have to talk to my PA, explain to them what you want to discuss with me about. Because before I knew it, I almost didn't have a life again, and I'm not joking. People are calling me 12 a.m., 1 p.m., when I'm with my dear wife. Abba, okay? It's not fair, guys. So this young man insisted export. So I gave him my brother's number. By the time my brother finished with him, by himself, he said to me, I'm not ready, sir. And he claimed he had done all his research because it's a capital-intensive business. My brother does a volume of between 1 billion to 2 billion in this business every month. It's capital intensive. And so if you don't have the real capital to go into the business, it's not just about, I have those who want to buy it. It's very, very capital intensive. Very capital intensive. So I always tell people, start at a level you can. All these 12 businesses I have mentioned here, there is none of them. Okay? None of these 12 businesses even require $10,000 to start. There is not one, except maybe coaching. Of course, I charge $20,000 to coach. I have the cheapest of my coaching program is the masterclass coaching program, and that's the one that is $3,000. Though yes, I give discounts once in a while if I see serious people. But aside coaching, in terms of what it costs you to start the business itself, it's something tangible. So almost everybody is able to start some of the businesses I teach and are able to really turn their financial destiny around. And for me, that's priority for me. Any more question? So, but if you have the huge capital to go into export business, my sister, Sis Bukola, you can chat me up, no problem. I'll relate you to my brother who is the one in charge of who does this kind of business. Okay? Yeah, talk to me, guys. Talk to me, guys. Come on, I'm waiting. Any more questions?